everybody doing? In this video I'm going to show you my favorite overdrive distortion pedals that I just don't think I could live without. Starting off with a Boss OD9. This is a great overdrive pedal. It's a legend. Does exactly what it says on the tin. This one isn't actually an original from the 70s, it's a 1982, so it doesn't have that legendary long chip that everybody talks about. But other than that, it's a great all-rounder. It's kind of the sound of overdrive. Made in Japan and built for rocking. This is a very good pedal, sought after. Everybody wants one. And if you want one, just go and buy one, because they're just going to go up in value all the time. So yeah, the OD9 is the overdrive pedal. Sticking with Boss, this is an SD9. This is quite old. This is from 1983. This is more or less very similar to the OD9, except it's got a tone control. Again, it's got its own character, its own sound. Classic overdrive. It's another Japan. Very easy to use. You just drive it, put up your level. Great for blues, rock. Just an all-round great overdrive pedal, and I think everybody has one of these in their collection. Now for something a little different, this is the Ibanez SD9 Sonic Distortion. Don't be put off by the word distortion if you're just into overdrives and stuff. There was a long period where I didn't use distortion pedals. I think what I kind of don't like about some of them is that they can be a little bit harsh and they don't clean up when you bring down the actual distortion itself. But this one is a beauty. You can get kind of any sound really, from metal to punk to blues, and the secret is to keep the treble back a bit, and you get this beautiful warm distortion. Which is ideal for lead. I love it. It's on my board at the moment. Again, highly sought after. This one is from the early 80s, I think 83. Came from the US. These are Maxon pedals, of course. They would have been made by Maxon in Japan for Ibanez. Yeah, so highly recommended. And speaking of Maxon, this is a Maxon SM9 Super metal. Don't be put off by the metal title. This is a great pedal. I love it. Bought it before Christmas last year. Came from Japan. It's actually made in Japan. I think this one is from 84. I think, I can't remember. It's got a, complicated controls, because there's a lot of buttons up there, knobs. You've got your level, your drive, your attack, you've got your edge and your punch. This is just bass and treble basically. Beautiful warm tone, ideal for lead. Again, it's nothing like, it's not heavy metal or death metal sounding. We're talking 80s metal, but for blues, it cleans up beautifully, and it's a lovely pedal. Yeah, I would recommend this to anybody. Next up is the Boss JB2 Angry Driver. I really like this. I was a bit reluctant at first because the demos online sounded, they sounded like the kind of music I wasn't into myself, but I bought it and I loved it, and it's a very versatile pedal. A little complex. It's a Boss Blues Driver and a JHS Angry Driver, which is kind of more of a distortion. I was never a blues driver fan, not really into them. I have one, I never got on with. But this one is quite complex, there's a lot of controls. There's 1, 2, 3 concentric pots here. So You can just use the JHS, or you can just use the Boss. Yeah, they're pretty cool, and you can switch with the remote, so you can use rhythm and lead. So it's a great pedal, and you know, I've seen the prices have fallen, and it's well worth trying out. You know, you might like it. Moving on, this is the MXR GT Overdrive. MXR make great stuff. Very simple. I kind of started collecting them in 2018. Built up a board of MXR actually, but the GT Overdrive is a new one to me. Only came a few weeks ago. Bought this. They have a lot of overdrives and distortions, but this one is class. It's just got a nice tone. Again, you can use for all kinds of music. It's just got output, tone, gain. That's it. Very simple, but you know, it gets a lot of praise. A lot of people like it, and I do too. Next up is the MXR Super Badass Distortion. Super Badass, kind of a cheesy name, but don't be fooled. This is a great pedal. You've got an EQ, bass, mid and treble, and then you've got your output and distortion. Very loud. You can go from biting heavy metal to bluesy rock. It's got a beautiful dark tone as well. That's what I like about MXR. You're never going to get something that's, you know, way over the top, like, you know, crushing, horrible distortion. There's always a bluesy rock element in their pedals, and that's why I like them. This is highly recommended. Very loud output. So yeah, it would wake the dead. Next up is the legendary green Maxon OD9 Overdrive. Maxon, as you know, created the Tube Screamer, made famous by the Ibanez TS9. This is the Maxon version. Some people prefer one over the other. This is great pedal, very versatile, and you know, much praised worldwide. Drive, tone, level, very simple. This is a modern made one by Maxon, made in Japan, and yeah, there's not much to say about it really that hasn't already been said. It's a great pedal. I know I said at the start of the video, pedals I couldn't live without. Don't laugh, it's not that I couldn't live without this, but it's a great pedal, and I'll tell you why. It's just a lot of fun. These came out in the late 80s. It's a digital metalizer, MZ2. It's a Boss distortion unit. You just got your level, tone, and your drive. It's a Boss distortion, but it's got a digital IC in there, a circuit, and it's got doubling. So you've got 3 doubling modes, 2 chorus modes, and you've got a single mode. When you plug this into 2 amplifiers or use it in stereo into a computer, you just get this 80s freeze-dried kind of hard rock tone. Think of Def Leppard. It's just a lot of fun. Also with the doubling modes, you can get the Brian May tone. This isn't on my board or anything like that, but it's just, when I dig it out, I really like it. So it's great fun, and I enjoy it. So yeah, it's a collector's classic. Still, you see them around, they're not that expensive. Good fun, always a laugh. And last but not least, the Boss Hyper Fuzz FZ2. This is a completely underrated pedal. It's a crazy pedal. These came out in '93. I was lucky enough 10 years ago to get a mint example from the US. It's a fuzz, but it's a grungy fuzz. It's insane. There's a few modes. You've got just gain boost, fuzz 2 and fuzz 1, and 3 modes. And then you got your gain, your tone, and you've also got the concentric pot for your treble bass boost, and your level. So it's a great pedal, and highly sought after. This one's in excellent condition. The box came with it and everything. So yeah, so I kind of draw the line at this. I've got lots of drive pedals. I saw a video on YouTube the other day, and the guy said you can never have too many drive pedals, and yeah, I love collecting them. I've loads. I've lost count of how many drive pedals I have. I'm afraid to count. But yeah, so there you go. They're my favourite drive pedals. They're the ones I have more fun with than any other pedal. So there you go. Take care. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe.